Right, do dog. Expand that. Tiana. Hold on, let me mute the laptop. There we go. Hello, Tiana. We'll see who turns up now. If anyone turns up. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I suppose I can get organised while I wait. Let's get organised a bit. Gonna want this. Probably maybe want some of these for prying and poking. That. Maybe this. Oh, a couple of people in now. Hello. Good afternoon all. How are we all doing? Just finding what bits I might need for just doing a little bit of wrenching, fettling, bit of tweaking. There we go. That should be about me, I reckon. With that selection, can't see me needing anything more than that. Who've we got in then? Drop a hello. Let us know who's there. And we need to decide on what I'm going to do. Couple of things I want to get done. Tiana, I'm in. Yes, you're in, Tiana. Yeah, a couple of things I could do today are resort the gearing on the Xmaxx because it's got mod 1.5 gearing in it at the moment. Oh, hello, Digger. You want to come up while we sort out? Yeah. While we decide what we want to do, Digger wants to join in. So we could put mod 1 gearing back in the Xmaxx. I have a selection of spur gears in all different sizes, and I have 2 pinions that will fit on the 8mm shaft. I've got an 18 or a 20, so I can do 18 or 20 and any spur gear I like. Just to try and cool it down a bit, really. What's that? Why is Digger on the workbench? Because he was just stood behind me jumping up my leg. So I thought, while I decide... Yeah, you don't mind, do you? No. While I decide what truck I'm going to get up and which one I'm going to do first, I thought Digger could have a fuss. But yeah, the options are gearing on the Xmaxx or put a Xmaxx servo into the Maxx, and then that frees up a spare servo then. Because, yes, I got it out ready. I have an Xmaxx servo, which obviously come out of my Xmaxx, and I can put that into my Maxx and take the standard servo that's in the Maxx, get that out, and then I've got a spare servo. So what do we want to see first? Put an Xmaxx servo into the Maxx. Is that what we're agreeing on? We're going to do the Maxx first. I need to do them both, so it doesn't really matter what I do first. I don't mind, but it is either work on the Xmaxx, change the gearing, or change the servo in the Maxx. Yeah, put an Xmaxx servo into the Xmaxx. No, we've already the Xmaxx servo has already got one. But we can do the Maxx. Should we do the Maxx? I think we should. Right, Diggs, you go find your bed. I've got the Maxx. Because yes, at the moment in here is a 25 or 35? A 25. So there is a 25 kilogram servo in this, and I could take that. There's nothing wrong with it, it works, it does everything I need it to do, but I could take that out and give it the Xmaxx servo in there. Might give me better steering, might give me worse steering, I don't know. I don't know how many kilograms these are, these Xmaxx servos, but it should be a nice fit. So I've got the proper horn on it. Although, looking at this, it would have to go that way. So I'd have to flip the horn round and put it in that way, just so it works. Why is no one commenting? I look sad commenting. Yeah. Am I in your way there, Digger? Sorry. Just trying to climb onto my feet. Yeah, Tiana's the only one commenting. Oh well, I will put this in there then, I suppose. People can join in as they wish. And then after this I will be doing the gearing on the Xmaxx. So that is the plan for this live. So however long that takes is how long I'll be on now. We are just doing a bit of wrenching. And now I've got Digger sitting on my foot. He's a funny dog. Who's in then? No, I won't, Tiana. Guys, if you comment, Craig's Crash and Bash will give you an Xmaxx with upgrades. I'll show you an Xmaxx with upgrades if you like. I won't be giving one out. Not yet. Maybe one day we might get to that, but we're far, far away from it at the moment. Yeah, let's tear this open then. In we go. In we go. Well, it'll give me a spare servo and the spare cage. Ninja MK, clean it. It is my Beta Maxx. This goes out, takes abuse, has a battering. It gets parts as it's needed, but this is no show truck. There is no shelf queens in the garage. All the other stuff is clean. This isn't. This is for abuse. This gets sent big, off big ramps. It does tricks. It gets broken. It gets fixed, and that's it really. This one doesn't get the show love that all the others do. I can show you the clean Hebeo if you like. Can you show the body of it? Yes, the body of this one is an unbreakable body that was from Russia originally. It was one of the original Russian unbreakable bodies. I'll grab it now and show you, and you will see what I mean when I say it is beaten. This is a hardcore basher. Everywhere, skate parks, pump tracks, concrete. I'll put ramps out on concrete and just send this. It's even got bungee cords to hold the body on, because if you know the Maxx, you will know that these bodies pop off on a crash, especially a bad crash. So this is an unbreakable body. It's just flexible. It's worn out the back end. But the bungee cords are for when this goes on. Is anything going to fall out? No. So when this goes on, it clips into the front, clips onto the back like that. So it is on, but in a bad crash, this would just pop off. So to stop it popping off, this wraps around that guard, and then this one wraps around this guard, and it holds the body on then, and then this just gets sent. I'm not worried about breaking this. I mean, it doesn't break very often, to be honest. It's built to take this sort of abuse. So that's what that is. It looks like a beast, bro. It is crazy. It is crazy. It's not the prettiest thing in the garage, but it does take a kick in. I mean, the Xmaxx is down there. I don't know if you can see it. It's on the floor there. That does need a bit of a clean, but does a similar thing to this. But this is the crash test dummy. If we're unsure of anything and we don't know how the jump is going to run, or you know how the landing's going to be, this gets sent first. The poor Maxx. It is poor. It does take all of the abuse that I throw at it, and some as well. It will take it, and it's got a full 6S power system in it. Can you drive any car right now, or can you rev the engine of this beast? I can stick a battery in it and give it some revving if you want. I mean, obviously they're electric, so you don't get that petrol noise, but... And now I've just taken the servo out of this so it won't steer, because we're changing the steering servo for this bigger one. But I could... The Xmaxx hasn't got a pinion on it. I could stick a battery in it and give it a blip, but where's my controller for it? There, controller, battery. That's it, it's on. Try not to do myself in. So there we go. It does run. And normally, once I've fixed them and re-geared them, you'll see in other lives at the end of it, I test it by seeing if I can backflip it off the cupboard behind me. So yeah, if you either if you stick around, or if you hit the subscribe button and then check out some of the videos, you'll see some of the things that these do. They are crazy. Four-wheel drive, crazy. Yes, they're all no, they're not all four-wheel drive. This one's four-wheel drive. This one is four-wheel drive, but slightly bigger. Same kind of thing, just a bit bigger. And then there's some more over there on a cupboard. Ninja, what's the price of it? Well, in the UK, these sell for about £600. The big one is about £1,000. Others, you can get these. I'll bring this one over. This one that I'm going to bring over is a rear-wheel drive short course truck. So this one is rear wheel drive and a lot of fun, but the front wheels aren't driven on this one, but the back ones are. So this one's good for doing wheelies and drifts and things. This one you'll pick up for £300, so that one's much cheaper. And that's the body for it. So that is a short course truck. And this one is more of a racing buggy. So this one's good. What's the price of it? Which is your best car you have? Probably, oh, I don't know, it depends what you're doing. If I'm going to a skate park and want to do loads of tricks and jumps, then it would probably be the Maxx, the one that we're working on today, putting the steering in. If you were going to go flat ground, gravel or dust areas with just smaller jumps, then this thing's capable of 60, 70 miles an hour. So this one's very good. By performance, so the fastest one I've got is an Asuga, which has got the front end taken off of it at the moment. But it's basically a giant race buggy. So this is capable of 80 or 90 miles an hour because it has a massive power system in it that shouldn't really be in there. This power system should be in the much bigger monster truck, but I put it in this because I like it to have more power than it's ever going to need. So yes, this one, the Asuga, is good for 80 or 90 miles an hour. The monster trucks will do 50 or 60, but they don't need to be any faster than that. You don't need something this size to do any more than 40 or 50 miles an hour. Thierry, hello France. Yes, like Eurovision, I remembered today. Hello France, how you doing, Thierry? It's nice to have you back. What are you up to, mate? How's your day going? Got a nice chilled Saturday afternoon here where I am just going to be putting the spare Xmaxx servo that I've got into the Maxx, which will then free up this 10th scale servo that's in here. And then when that's done, I'm going to play with the gearing. Play with the gearing on the Xmaxx, because last run out, if you've seen the video, it gets a bit hot and it's on the mod 1.5 gearing and it's just too fast. There's no need for an Xmaxx to do 60 miles an hour. It's unnecessary. So I'm going to gear it down a bit, hopefully get lower temperatures. By performance, Terry, good car. Yeah, good car. They're all good cars, aren't they, Terry? Depends which one I had out then. I missed that comment. But it might have been the Asuga or the Hubeo. But they're all good. They're all good depending on what you're doing. Can you drive a car now? Not right this second, because I've just taken the servo out of this one. So I can't steer it. The Xmaxx is waiting on a pinion to be put on it. The pinion is just one of these small gears that go on the motor that then provide drive to the spur gears. So that puts those two out. The Asuga's got the front end off. The other Maxx, I could drive the other Maxx. And the Hubeo's got no wheels on it, but apart from that, the Hubeo does run. I just need to put wheels on it. But I want to get on with getting the servo in this. That's what I need to get on with. Definitely. But you will definitely see him drive Ninja. As I say, hit the subscribe, go to the channel, and just check out even some of the shorts. I do loads of shorts and then longer videos for whoever wants to watch them. You know, some people like shorts, some people like longer form videos, so I do both. Thierry, Traxxas Maxx, yeah mate, tank of a car in it, tank of a car. They're so good, right? I think the Traxxas Maxx is so good that I got 2 of them. And this one also has the Hobbywing Max 8. This one's the G2 though, I think. Yes, that one's the G2. Massive motor, 6S ready. Bashers, they're just amazing. For a basher, you can't go wrong. And these, there goes the body. These wheels are the same as these wheels, but we took off the bead locks, sprayed them silver, and put them back on again. They look a bit like the Badlands that people put on their Xmaxx. Which that wasn't the intention, we just done it because why not? It was a dark weekend night and we had spray paint and time to kill, so we sprayed them just for a bit of a laugh. Ninja, yes, it is good. Motor looks like beast, yes. Powerful motors. These are very powerful motors, very much so. Carl Samuel RC, hi bud, hello Carl, thank you for joining in again. Max is a weapon, outperforms my Xmaxx, takes a proper good hiding. Yeah, absolutely, I totally agree. The Max is tougher. People always ask, I see it on Facebook and on YouTube comments and all that, loads of people ask all the time, what's tougher, you know, what is a stronger basher? Is it the Max or is it the Xmaxx? Well, for me, no doubt the Maxes are tougher, 100%. They'll take much more abuse than an Xmaxx. Now my dog wants out. I'm not letting you out, Diggs, you'll only go chasing the cats. He has been out, we've literally just taken him out before starting the live. I'm sure if he wants to go upstairs, Tiana will come down and take you upstairs. Good Minimax. Thierry, the Minimax. I've not got a Minimax. I would have one just because they do look good. But as you will have seen yourself, I'm sure, they've got their own little issues, those Minimaxes. And it seems to be the diffs. I don't know why, but in Traxxas's wisdom, they didn't put a slipper clutch in it. They didn't put a centre diff in it, although you can get a centre diff. The centre diff is an option. But for some reason, they don't come as standard with it. So when you do upgrade it to a 3S or a 1/10 scale system, which everyone's going to do, it kills itself, which isn't very good at all. Mark, good morning. Good morning, Mark. How are you doing? Not at work today, I hope. Hope you've got the day off. It was nice of you to drop in the other day, midweek, when we were just having a little tinker in here. And what was I doing? Can't remember, taking something apart. Oh, I was doing the centre diff on this. And you'd nipped in to say hello, so I do appreciate that. Today what I'm doing is just putting an Xmaxx servo into this. And then I'm going to play with some gearing on the Xmaxx to see if I can do something to make it a bit cooler. So how have you been? How is life treating you in Canada? Was Canada, wasn't it? How is it doing out there? Right, have to get that on it. So I'm hoping this job's going to be relatively easy. Oops. Just as I say, relatively easy. Fire a screw right down into a tiny gap. I'll get a magnet or something in a minute and pull that out. What are they? Oh, I think these used to be cables that I had out to power a fan. But I've got a little fan on top of the ESC now that does a good job. And under normal running, the way this is geared and the size of that motor, on 4S, this motor doesn't need a fan. It does get a bit hot on 6S, but 6S is ridiculous. But fun. And we do like a bit of fun. Mark, can I see it up here? Yes, don't work Saturdays. Working on my Capra and Rift this morning. Very well, thanks. You up Canada? Cold, yeah. Snow in Canada there, or just cold? We've got no snow here, but it is cold. It's probably 5 or 6 degrees. Just above freezing, basically. Let's take that out. It's amazing how much cable you can fit inside these receiver boxes. And you think, how does it get tangled when it's in there? Because you put everything in one by one, not tangled. You open it up, it's all tangled. What's that, Thierry? Oh, here we go. Who can translate French? Live, comprehend. So there's something to do with understanding the live in French. I know when people speak French, it sounds beautiful. It's a very nice language to listen to, but I can't speak it at all. And it would only be an absolute shame for me to do that. Mark, I'm on the water, so not much snow, but Arctic air is blowing in from the north. That sounds cold. Very, very cold. Digger, what do you want? Do you want to go upstairs? The dog's having a whinge. I may have to just go and let him upstairs to the house. Tiana, if you're still watching, do you want to come down and open the door for Digger? Yeah, we're not on the water here, but I'm not many miles away from the coast. I am quite close to the coast here. Lenny, my son that features on the channel a lot, he lives at the seaside, literally like pretty much on the beach. He can see the sea from his house. Right, well, that's that out. So there we go. Servo's out. The cage that you hold everything in with, that's out too. -13 without wind chill, mate. That's too cold for me. That's too cold. I wouldn't cope with that. I would not cope. Yeah, us Brits don't cope when it's that cold. Everything comes to a standstill. We had it, must have been 3 years ago now. There was a massive freeze here, and temperatures had dropped to about -15, and it was so cold. So cold. But I'd not seen cold like that all my life. Normally we'll get down to -7, -10 in places. But yeah, to have it, it was a consistent -15, and then, you know, in some areas it was even colder than that. Servo fail, just got in. Hi Chris, nice one for joining in. Chris Fox there. No, the servo's not failed, mate. I'm just swapping it because I've put a much better servo in my Xmaxx, so now that turns really well. And I took the stock Xmaxx servo out of the Xmaxx, and I'm going to put it in the Maxx, just to give it a bit more steering power, which then what that does is it frees up another 1/10 scale servo for me to have as spares to put in anything else that might need it. So that is what we're doing today. But I've got to turn that horn round. You have to bear with me, right, because my dog wants out. He's being a pain. What do you want, Digger? Hey, what do you want? Shall we send you upstairs? Come on then. I shall be back in 2 seconds. Chat amongst yourselves. Come on then, Diggs. Come on, did you want to go? Oh, you don't want to go now? Honestly, don't. Now you do want to go. Did you want to go or not? Want to go upstairs? Did you want to go or you want to stay? You want to stay? Dogs. They are funny. Mark, me either. That's why I'm in the RC room working on them. Yeah, too cold to go outside, mate. Far too cold. Far too cold. Oh, I dropped the servo screw. Want that? Because we need to make sure that when this goes in, it's going to have to go in that way, I believe. I think it's going to go in that way. Oh, mind the aerial. Trying to pinch the aerial. Because yeah, with all my aerials now, I leave them just inside the receiver box. I don't even have them coming out and sticking up anywhere. I don't have range issues with nothing, so why have it sticking out? Chris, I thought both Xmaxx and Maxx use the same servo. No, they're different. The Xmaxx servo has this metal heat sink around it, 2085. You can get an upgraded Xmaxx servo, but I think somewhere I did have a original Maxx servo, and they are different. They're the same size. I don't know where it is, but they are the same size, but they're different powers. The only thing I don't like, there we go. There it is. So there is the original Maxx servo. In fact, now I've got it in my hand, I may as well use that horn. May as well take that horn off, but this is stripped out. It's smashed the gears inside it. So I took this out. This is the Maxx servo, 2090. There, 2090. That's the number on that. And the Xmaxx servo is a 2085. But they're exactly the same size, I think. Well, they're not, you know. Oh, they are. They are the same size. It's just the heat sink on the Xmaxx one makes it look a little bit bigger. I mean, I might be doing wrong. I might put this in and it won't be as good as this 10th scale one, but we'll find out. My thinking is well, this turns the Xmaxx, so why wouldn't it turn this? Surely it's going to do it. I can't be the only person that's done this. But yeah, it's basically just so it frees up a servo for me, so I've got a spare servo. Chris, is that a V1 or a V2 Maxx? This is now a V2. It's full wide Maxx, so it's got the wide arms on it and the longer chassis. So this is full converted. It was a V1. And the other Maxx that I've got, this one is a V1. So I have a V1 and a V2 and the Xmaxx. I just need a mini Maxx and a Maxx Slash. And then I'll have the Maxx collection then. But they're not on my immediate list to get them. Because I want a 6S armour next. That's what I'm looking for next, a 6S armour or a 2-stroker. Because I want something with a nice petrol engine. I had nitros a long time ago, and I wouldn't have a nitro again, they're a bit of a pain. But I definitely have a 2-stroker because I just like engine noise and smoke and smell. So, what am I doing? Let's just centre this servo, that's what I need to do. I need to make sure that it is centred, because I'm sure we've all done it. Fit a servo, put a horn on, not checked it, and then when you power your truck up and you think it's all ready to go, your wheels go eh, and you haven't got enough steering trim to straighten them out. And then you have to take it all apart again. So let's just centre that up. Make sure that that's on. Give the button a poke. Check that this does work. Yep. And I did have a Maxx horn that I just took off it, because that's the Xmaxx one. I may as well use the Xmaxx bar as well. Get that on there. Don't know what I've just done with the... Oh, it's still on the servo. I'll take that off. Right, steering trim, dual rates turned up, and steering trim in the centre. So there we have that. So that servo is now centred and all good. So as long as I don't mess with it, I'll take it off. Turn that off, put that down there. Let's get this horn off, because we'll use the Maxx horn. Chris, which armour are you wanting? I want the Big Rock 6S. A mate of mine's got one that we go out. It is on the channel. Again, if you're subscribed and you look through the videos and the shorts, you will see a Armour Big Rock 6S. And he has put a lot of upgrades on it. It's a work of art. I love it. But yeah, since seeing his and the things that he'll do with it, because he does bash it, he's not shy to give it a bashing. Yeah, as soon as I seen it run, I just thought, yeah, I want one of them. I want one of those for sure. But yeah, he likes his 6S armours. Dog growling at me. Mark, a V6 armour Creighton is tough, I hear, as much as it pains me to say that. Yes, they are good. They are good. In fact, the same person that has the Big Rock that I like, he has a very well kitted out armour Creighton 6S. And again, that is on the channel. I do a video on that. It is really upgraded. It must have been early summertime I done a video on that. So yeah, have a look through, you'll find them. But that thing it's heavy. The weight of it is mad. But he's got a load of stuff on it. But I suppose it all helps. It all helps. Right, so now that is going to sit in there. Yes, do I use this bar? Can I use that bar? No, this one's longer. So I am going to have to take this bar off. And find the bit that fell out. Because the ball fell out of this. It'll be here somewhere. We'll find it as we go along. We will find it as I go along. Ninja, yo, I'm back. Give a shout out, please. Hello, Ninja. Hello, mate. Nice that you're back. I'm well deep into tearing into this now. Servo's out. Oh, there's the ball for that arm. So that's all good. That's that drama solved. So we'll pop this off. Right, Digger, go and lie down. Is it because I'm not giving him any attention? I don't know if you can hear him every now and again. He's quite vocal, my little dog. So he's stood literally at my feet, staring at me. I can feel his eyes burning into me. And now he's gone to the door again. I tried letting you out the back and you didn't want to go. He didn't want to go out the back, no. He wants to go out the front door of the garage. Right, so this is coming off nicely. I'm going to have to let the dog out. Well, I've tried, as you saw earlier, I tried letting him out the back. He didn't want to go. What are you doing? Right. 2 seconds. I am here. I can talk. Right, what do you want, Digger? Where are you going? Let my dog out. Who else has a dog that takes itself on a walk? Because mine's gone. Come on, don't be out there. In you come. So yeah, he's gone. What was I doing? This is what I was doing. Come on, Digger dog. They are funny. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. They can be a pain, but I wouldn't have life without him. He's our pain. Let's get this in there. Maybe it's because I had him up here on the bench and he thinks it should be his show now. He should be on here. God, that's really in there. I have to press that out in the vice. I don't know how that's stuck in there. The screw's gone through the ball and it won't come out. They should just fall out, but it's not. It's not falling out at all. Problems. I've got spares. I'll use a spare. I'll have to get that all back in here. It is a bit loose. I wonder if I could adjust that one, because that would be a better bar. Can I adjust this to make it go? Come on, Digger dog. What's this? Where's he gone? Come on. Oh, what's this? Come on. Oh, here you are. What's this? Come on then. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Here he is. He's back in the garage. Right, where's your toy? Where's your toy, Diggs? Let's get that to go smaller. Can I make that the same size? Yes, I can. Right, I'm going to use this metal bar, because I'm sure it'll be better. Because I don't ever actually remember changing the steering link bar from the Maxx. It is a bit bent. They do take a lot of abuse, these bars. Yeah, you can see the bend in that. Never broken one though. Broken a couple of bell cranks. Lenny snapped a chassis. I've broke loads of bulkheads. Loads and loads of bulkheads. Right, that's that out. That out. Excellent stuff. Excellent. Oh no, where'd that go? Here it is. We got it. We have got it. Now what I need to do is make sure that I get the right screw that goes into that. Yeah, which will be that one. Ninja, what phone do you use for shooting videos? My iPhone. Everything I've filmed on the channel, videos, shorts, live streams, it's all on an iPhone 14 Pro Max. So it's not a brand new iPhone. It was brand new, but it's not now. Good few years old. It does really well. And I did, when I started, filmed all my videos in 4K. But most people don't watch in 4K. So that was just taking up loads of space. It makes editing longer. So now I just film in 1080 HD. And it's plenty good enough. Plenty good enough for most. It seems to do well, I think. Oh, is that not going to fit in there? Was that one smaller? Maybe, but not really. Do I open that up slightly or file a bit down? File a bit down might be a good option. Why is steering so annoying? Steering servos, who'd have them, eh? We sort of need them. We sort of need them. Mark, you say you've got a Rift. You've got an actual Rift. Are they any good? Because I do quite like the look of them. But I'm not really into crawling, but I like the idea of sort of bashing. They're like rock bouncers, aren't they, rather than crawlers. Could you take them somewhere? Do little jumps with them and drifts and all that? Or would they just not cope with that? Ninja, are you going to drive that car now? But physically impossible to drive it. Well, no, I could drive it. I couldn't steer it. I'm trying to get the steering back in. And then even once it is done, driving it now, I'm only in the garage. I'm indoors, so it wouldn't be the best experience. But it's all doable, I suppose. You can drive them indoors. You just need a lot of space. And it's not a massive garage. Bigger than a single garage, but maybe not a double garage. Well, maybe it is. It's only a single door, wide door on the front. William Hinks, you might not remember me, but like 5 months ago at ABBA Skate Park, I saw you and said I would subscribe. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you did. Yeah, I've met a few people at the skate park there. There's some nice sort of youths that go there. There was some funny lads. The one day I went there, it was raining and they were pushing each other around in a trolley. That was quite funny. At a skate park. No harm, they were just playing. All good. But no, thank you for joining. You've joined me as I'm repairing, well, no, changing parts on this. I'm struggling to get the ball in. I'm starting to think that's not the right ball piece for that. Have I got a shorter one? Yeah, that one is shorter. So pop that out. Go on. Pop that out. Pop that in. and then try and wedge that in there. Let's just flex it a bit. The Maxx loves a bit of flex. Okay. Screw. William, that was me in the trolley. Was that you? Your mates in that trolley? That was funny. That did make me laugh. You lot were all right, man. Good lads. Good lads. RC Fanatic, hi. Hello, RC Fanatic. Hope you're doing all right. What are you up to today? You doing anything RC related or just a general day? Mark, useless as a basher. Cogged on low speed. Ah, right. Fair enough. They do look cool though, those rifts. They do look cool. William, yes. RC Fanatic, just a chill day. Nice. We all need chill days. It's nice to have a chill day from time to time. I had one earlier in the week. Just chilled and relaxed. Sometimes it is just what you need, isn't it? You just need to chill. Oh, I've let my tea go cold. I've got more. I never come down here without tea. What? Oh, cold tea's gross. Cold tea is gross. I don't know why I did that. Anyone like cold tea? Teas, coffees, what's people's preferred? I'm tea all the time. Can't do coffee. Love the smell of it. Can't stand the taste. Mark, Hobbywing in it now. So it's a crawler. A Hobbywing. Hey, no way. So it's all locked diffs and that. It does look so cool. Are they good crawlers? Now you've got it as a crawler. I'm not sure that's the right screw to put back in there. Maybe it was that one. Touch longer. Ninja. It's not useless. It is better. It is good, just repairing required and cleaning and a change of body into a unique one. Yeah. Yeah, well, the one that Mark is on about is useless as a basher. It doesn't really have a body as such. It's more of a cage, isn't it, the Rift? I suppose it's got body panels on it. But it's not a traditional sort of Lexan body that goes on that I remember. Maybe it is. Is it, Mark? I can't remember. RC Fanatic, sweet tea. Yeah, sweet tea. I'm alright with sweet tea. I'll try a couple of, different fruit teas. But generally, just good old standard British tea. Builder tea. I spent the best part of 30 years in the building trade. Mark, lock diffs. The 8 is a quick run 2-in-1 combo. Oh, okay. Just released. Oh, that's why I was a bit confused about it then. So it's a bit like the Fusion, but better. Because I looked at having the Fusion when I had the 6x6. I had a TRX 6. And I thought, shall I get the Fusion or, what's better? There we go, that does fit. Excellent. It does fit. That makes me happy. Because yeah, in my TRX6 I put the axe system, so that's the axe motor that I put in it. And then the higher powered ESC. I haven't got the box for that anymore, but yeah, the can't remember what it was. But it was the axe, the more powerful axe. And I did at first have the 3300 kV motor in that TRX6, and it crawled beautifully and was rapid, but it was too rapid. You'd find, you know, I was doing jumps and stuff with it. Again, it is on the channel. I have to look through, but the thing was quick for a crawler. Really quick. Mark just released, yeah, Ninja Traxxas X01. Buy this item, will be perfect for you. Nah, the X01 isn't perfect for me because I don't really have anywhere flat and decent to run a road car apart from a road. And the X01 is capable of 100 miles an hour. And you don't want to be doing that on small Welsh public roads. I live basically in the countryside where we don't have straight roads or big roads. Everything is a tiny little windy country lane. So yeah, an X01 is a bit wasted on me here. Off-road cars is what I like. I like going off-road. I like doing jumps. I like doing backflips and front flips and crashing and bashing. Hence the name of the channel. Who have we got in? There's a few people. Say hello, drop your name in, give us a wave. Let us know what you're up to. Mark, exactly, yeah. RC Fanatic. Is it Fanatic? Yes. What are you working on? This is a Traxxas Maxx, and I'm just swapping the servo over because it did have just a 10th scale 25 kilogram cheap Amazon servo, a DS servo, 25 kilograms, so nothing special. This was in it, it did turn, it done well, it, you know, it was good. But because I've upgraded the servo in the Xmaxx, I've got a spare Xmaxx servo. So I may as well try the Xmaxx servo in the Maxx, see how that goes. Might be good, might be a bit shit, who knows. But we will find out. Mark, 5mm shaft and a bigger can, yeah, good. On that, the new 8. So it's not like a Maxx 8 then, it is a proper Quixie Run crawler ESC setup. Well, motor, it's a combo, isn't it? 2-in-1 combo, you said. Mark still has the speed too, good. Ninja, buy an X01. I've got, that Asuga that I've got will do 100 miles an hour if I want it to, because it has got an AS system in it. So I could gear that Asuga to do 100, but there's no need. I mean, it's already doing 80. That's fast enough. Tiana, hello. Hello, Tiana. Are you back? I was asking you to come and get Digger earlier because he was unsettled, but he's curled up asleep now on the chair. He's given in. I think he wanted me to pick him up. I let him out. He's took himself for a walk, but he's back. Zach. Hi, Zach. Hi, Zach. You even said hi to yourself there. Hi, Zach. I suppose I did say hello. So, hi, Zach. Where are you from, Zach? What do you do? Do you like RC cars? What sort of things do you get up to? Right, that's in. Let me just check that they're tight before I move on. Because I have a habit of just putting screws in most of the way Yeah, and then forgetting to go around and snug them up. Then I have a crash and things fall out, and then I know why. Yeah, no, sorry, it's alright. It's only Digger, you know, he's easy. Easy. He's sorted. Let him out. It's like an 80s and 90s dog. You just let him out and he does his own thing and then he comes back when he's ready. People don't do that anymore. I mean, it's not right, I suppose, but as I say, we live in a countryside style area, very small town, so it is safe to let him out. It's only not safe if you're a cat, because he does like to chase cats. He's a proper terrier dog that does terrorise cats. Can't be helped. Right, I'm just trying to wrap up all these cables, get them stuffed back into this receiver box, and then we'll get the big boy up here and work out what gearing we're going to put in it. What I was going to do before going live was do some calculations and work out what the gear ratio is now compared to what I want it to be and what it was before. Because with the other motor that I had in it, the stock motor that was in it, it was geared 2150, I think it was geared. And that ran okay. If you absolutely caned it flat out, up and down constantly, it did get hot, but they do. That's what happens. Zach, Oregon. Ooh, far away. We've gone international again. Nice. It's good to have you. I know nothing about the place. Mark there is from Canada. Thierry was in here earlier. He's from France. Robbie, hello. All right, Robbie, how you doing, mate? What are you up to today? How is your fire team? Is that any good? I'm sure it is. I really wanted a fire team. When that came out, I was like, oh yes, the fire team, that's for me. I wasn't keen on the little men in it with their guns. I think I would take them out, but I quite like the body and the style of it. And I thought, yes, that is the 6S armour for me. And then they brought out the Big Rock 6S, and I was like, oh, actually, I think I might want the Big Rock instead. But I do like the fire team. It is very good. Mark, I sure would like a Craig's Crash and Bash hoodie. Mate, seriously, if you would like one, I am going to be ordering some more for myself. I have had a couple of people ask about them. I'm going to see if I can get the same logo and everything, but embroidered. These have been very good. I've had this approaching the year now, and it gets worn a lot. And it does very well, but it was only cheap. It's one of those things that I designed my own logo and everything else. I say designed. I sat one night after having a couple of beers and drew it on a bit of paper, and then I paid somebody to turn my drawing from a drawing on a bit of paper to a digital image, and then I paid somebody that prints jumpers to print me this. But absolutely, if people are interested in them, I'll buy a couple. If you want one, I can see if I can get one done. Get your name on it. And it's all on the back as well. I don't know what you can see. I can't see my own back. But they're pretty good. I like them. And I've got a t-shirt as well. So when it's hot and summertime for that, 2 weeks a year in England, I can have a t-shirt on with Craig's Crash and Bash. Robbie, what are you up to, mate? Just came on. And it's ace, mate. I've only put one pack through it so far. They just look ace, mate, those fire teams. What I am up to on this, Rob, is putting an Xmaxx servo in it. So I've showed everyone else, I'll show you. I've taken this one out, 25 kilogram, 1/10 scale, just Amazon servo. Took that one out, had a spare Xmaxx servo, so I've put that in, and I'm going to hope that that's going to make it steer better, or at least the same. I mean, does anybody have any idea how many kilograms a standard Xmaxx servo is? I don't know if they rate them in kilograms. No idea. Zach, love RC Maxx. Yes, this is the Maxx, and I love it. I think the Maxx is so good, we bought 2 of them. Because I bought one, I'd actually bought one for my son, bought it for Lenny. It was supposed to be a birthday or Christmas present for him. And I bought it, got it home, looked at it, had a little play with it. It was like, oh, I'm going to need to buy another one of these because this now is mine. So I bought him one as well. So he's got a Maxx, I've got a Maxx, we've got the Xmaxx and other stuff. We do love a bit of RCing. He's not so much into the wrenching though. He likes to go out and drive them. And he'll do a little bit of wrenching, then he gets bored and wants to go out on his bike, but he's 14, so I'm lucky that he talks to me, I suppose, at that age. I've got a 17-year-old that just grunts. And Tiana, who is the moderator in the chat, well, there she is. I want a hoodie. Yes, we'll get you a hoodie as well. We'll have to write moderator on hers. She is nearly 13. Yeah, we'll have to get hoodies for the whole team. Whole team of hoodies. Come on. Come on, there we go. Let's get that. Oh, it's because that's not sat down, is it? There we go. Now it's sat down. Right, hopefully, Robbie, I won't have the trouble with this that we had with yours. You know, your brace putting that on, but we managed it in the end. We got there. We got there. Tiana, I want a hoodie. I'd better have a hoodie. If not, I'll be fuming. Oh, here we go. Digger's awake now. Tiana, do you want to come and take Digger out? Take him on a little walk. Because he's trying to climb the back of my legs now. I think he's feeling a bit left out. There'll be time to test this in a second. Hopefully I've not forgotten anything. Hopefully it's all in. Fine. Thank you. Let's put that in. And we'll put that one in. And yes, before anyone says anything, these are wood screws that I am putting into the side of my Maxx. And unless you've tried it, don't knock it. And I'm not the only person who puts wood screws in their car. If you look at some of Thunder RC's really old videos, he swears by them. He'll take screws out of his Xmaxx and put wood screws in because, you know, these screws that come with it is a very small, fine thread. And he reckons that the wood screws, because they've got a deeper thread in them, they cut in to the plastic. Obviously, if it's into metal, no. But into the plastic, yes. Right, so let's pop this on.
I'm going to take this little rest with me.
Yes, he's been jumping around and crying and whinging, growling at me because he feels left out. So yeah, just take him on a little walk, he'll be happy, he'll come back and curl up then.
Oh,
I did let him out before I started, but...
I wasn't on the live when you probably asked me.
That's fine.
I think I was just playing a game.
Yeah, I let him out. Right, let's try the steering. Let's try the steering. Robbie, the Maxx Ultimate, as I call it, is now running perfect, mate, thanks to you. Yeah, it's one platform I do know very well, the Maxx. But yeah, you're more than welcome, mate. It's a pleasure to come down and help you out. Well, it turns. And it turns the right way as well, which is always a bonus. I think that's all right. Well, there we go. That's that done. Nice, easy job. Nice, easy job. Do I test it? Do I test it now? Did I? I did. This is snapped a drive shaft. It's annoying, isn't it? I thought earlier on when that other commenter was asking, can you power it up and rev it? I revved it and noticed this wheel wasn't spinning. The other three were. But that one is not. That's not ideal, is it? But luckily, I have a spare. Do I put that in now? Do I do that little job now while we're here? Or do I just go on to the Xmaxx? What do we reckon? Fix the drive shaft or Xmaxx gearing? Robbie, can't do nothing else to it now. No, mate. Your Maxx is the ultimate Maxx. Robbie has GPM'd his Maxx everywhere. Bulkheads, hub carriers, gear cover. Yeah, that's GPM as well, the steering brace. Upgraded servo. Yeah, you have got an upgraded servo in it, I remember. Upgraded shocks, drive shafts. You've done so much to that car. I'm sure there's bits I'm forgetting. You've custom done your own body. Right, that is all good. Let's put that in the spares drawer because I don't need that out. Turn that off because we don't need that on. Move things over here. And then we will be getting the Xmaxx up, and I need to decide what gearing goes in it. Martin, I've just been to Appliance Electronics to get even more bits and bobs for my drift car. Only had to spend 50 quid, but came out £300 lighter. Yeah, mate, that happens. I hate it when that happens. You go in, you only need just a little bit, and then you, oh, look at that, and oh, look at this, and oh, that looks nice. Oh, I might need one of them. Yeah. I mean, at least you're lighter, I suppose. Loads of people want to get lighter, myself included. But yeah, £300 lighter's a bit much. How's your drift car coming along? It's nice to have you join us again. That's scrap, that can go over there in the bin. Tidied, tidied. We'll put that on there. That can go in the spare screw box. It's a bit concerning, isn't it, that I've done work on the Maxx and now I've got spare screws. But no, it was from the other servo. Shiny bits get me every time. Yeah, like a magpie. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, that's shiny. Ooh, I need that. Oh, that'll look good. Yeah, I need that one. I need that one. You know what? No, because that's quite an annoying job, I think. I don't know. Can I get to that grub screw without dismantling the whole rear end of the car? Because I know there's one of these that you just can't quite get to the edge of the grub screw without either taking a wheel off, not a wheel, taking an arm off, or the whole rear bumper. But some of them, oh, I can just get it. I may as well change the drive shaft while I'm here. It's done then, isn't it? May as well do it. May as well do it. At least then when it's up on the shelf it's working. Alright, Leo?
Yeah.
How was work? I thought you were until 6.
No, let me go because it wasn't too busy.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, it was from like 12 to 2.
Fair enough. That was our teenager. He's been at work. I say teenager, he's 18 this year, so... And he's bigger than me. He's not a kid anymore. They grow up rapid. There we go, that's out. Look at that. Bent it like a pretzel. Martin, almost ready to paint the body. Gone for the old 190e Mercedes. Classic, mate. Classic. Good choice. Good choice. Is that the 190e? Is that the one that they used in touring car? Or something. There was a race car version of it. I remember it being very popular. Okay. Let's just pull this off a little bit. Yes, yeah, well, I thought it was. Good looking car, that. Good looking car. Nicely done. What colour are you having it? Are you going for the classic race colours, or you're going to do something a bit different? Oh, let me make sure I've lined this up correctly. There we go. These mud guards do a really good job at keeping all the crap out, but they're not very handy for when you're working because you can't get your hands in. Quite annoying. Quite annoying. But you can't have it always, can you? Can't win them all. Try and get this back in now. Try and get it back in. Encourage it. There we go. Tell it it's nice. Say nice things to it. And it'll be good. Say nice things. Got a little screw. In you go. You can do it. You know you want to. Have I put it in the wrong side? Because it doesn't seem to want to go in. I think I've tried putting this in the wrong side of the drive shaft. It went too well, didn't it? It went too well. Yeah. That is annoying. Alright, what's my camera doing? Oh, you're having a wobble. Earthquake. Steady. Let's steady you up a bit.
The dog is back.
The dog is back.
You met another
Right,
dog.
what are these tyres doing? There we go, if you stopped wobbling now.
Did your thing die?
No, it didn't die, it just had a... It has a moment for some reason.
Has anyone been naughty in the comments?
No, they're all behaving.
I'll have to check.
Yeah, you can check.
Shall we check Digger? Come on, let's go upstairs. Do you want to mold us together?
He'll probably want to stay in now.
Well, come on, I'm going to mod.
So, Craig, what's your new car going to be, mate? Next car. I would like it to be a Big Rock 6S. I really would. So that's what I'm going to hope for. A Big Rock 6S and a two-stroker is what I'm going to be holding out for, I think. So look out for them coming. Because yeah, I've never had a 6S Armour. And I really do like the Big Rock. So I may as well go for one of them, I think. I like the look of it. I like the way it rides over stuff. I like the way it handles. Nice choice, mate. Yeah. I couldn't decide if I wanted the Creighton or not. But then I do like the Notorious as well. The Notorious, that new one. I like the look of that. I really do. Yeah, Notorious is my favourite 6S Armour. Yeah. It is very good. That seems a bit springy. I think these might need a bit of oil in them. But at least now it's four-wheel drive again. Yeah, I do like the 6S Notorious. But then I've already got two Maxxes, which are 6S bashers. So do I want another one, or do I want to get something a bit different? So yeah, that's why I thought the Big Rock. Although when I was at yours looking at those 6S Notorious tyres, I think I might treat myself to some. Because I tried the 4S backflips and they just explode, mate. They're not very good. I do not rate the 4S backflip LPs or whatever they are. I'm sure if I started looking through these drawers, I've got loads of them that have ripped off. But I'm going to make some drift tyres out of them, so me and Lenny can go and do drifting on one of the shop car parks on Sundays. Another one I've upgraded after I got it off Chris. Yeah, you love it. You love chucking upgrades on them, and why not? If that's what you like. 4S backflips won't be good on a 6S truck. The 6S backflips are fine, mate. Yeah, I think so. From what I've seen, I mean, even on 4S, I exploded the 4S backflips with this. I mean, I say it's on 4S, but with the Max 8 and this massive motor, they just explode. Not even like diffing out either. Do a jump, punch the throttle to do a backflip, and the tyres would just explode. It's like, oh, well, they're no good. They're no good at all. So that's why I run these Louise MT uphills. Yeah, MT uphills, because these are like semi-belted, and that makes all the difference. All the difference. You do lose a little bit of air control, but put it on 6S and you've got all the air control you'd ever need, and your tyres don't explode on a truck that's capable of silly speeds. Right, we'll do a little check. Let's just make sure drive shafts. Oh, there we go. So I now have all 4 tyres that drive. So when I tested that earlier, I only had 3. Better. Right. Xmaxx gearing time. Let's get rid of that. Move the LiPo to a safer place. I suppose before I start getting the Xmaxx up, I'll get rid of that as well. We'll have a little sweep up with a little sweeping brush. There's a nice grub screw there, keep that. Robbie, I never had a 6S set brake, mate. Nor have my brother. He's still got the stock ones 2.5 years later. Yeah, they just seem better. Even when I picked up your 6S set and I was feeling the sidewalls on them, they feel a lot tougher, a lot thicker than the 4S ones, because you've got the 4S ones there as well. So I was having a good squeeze and feel of them. But yeah, the 6S ones, I quite like them. I think I might go for that. Because on a standard Maxx, you'd probably get a bit of heat issues. The only thing I might have to do, which I'm not too, I'm not convinced about, is I might have to put my metal drive shafts back on. Because I've got a feeling those 6S backflips will break plastic drive shafts. But as I've said before, the metal drive shafts that I had on, I'm sure they were causing me problems. But that's purely down to the style of bashing that we do. And I think because the metal ones aren't telescopic, as you land sideways and the arms flex, those drive shafts just batter the bulkhead. Robbie, yes, thicker and harder compound. Yeah, I thought they were. They felt it, so they should last. Alad, hello. Hope all is doing well in the RC world today. Yeah, mate, all good. I'm winning. Nice to have you here anyway. Make sure you hit the like and all that stuff. Yeah, what have I done? I've changed the servo in the Maxx. So the Maxx now has an Xmaxx servo. So it should steer better, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the mod 1.5 gearing and I'm going to go back to mod 1 in the Xmaxx. So I've got all 3 sizes of spur gear for the Xmaxx. Are they 54 or 56? A 54, a 50 and a 46. These are all hardened steel. I think that one's a hot racing one. And I don't know what these are, but they're all hardened steel and they all work. And then I've got 2 pinion options. I've got a 18 tooth D-shaped 8mm bore for the motor, but that's only an 18 tooth. And then I've got an 8mm bore, but not D-shaped, 20 tooth. Now I'm thinking what I'm going to do is just go straight down the middle and go 20/50. Put 20/50 on it, run it, see how it goes. If it feels slow, although do I just go straight to 20/46? I'll have to see. What I was going to do before coming on is I was going to do some maths and work out the gear ratio and see which one is closer to what I was running before, but I can't use my phone now because I'm filming on it. I am live streaming. Robbie, hi Alan. Good choice, mate. What, to go back to Mod 1? I think so. I mean, I have got a 16 tooth pinion coming for the Mod 1.5 because I quite like the Mod 1.5 gears. I do quite like them. That is a 24 tooth pinion, but they're just massive. And I think the weight, and that is a brand new 27 tooth. So if I do ever feel stupid, I can put a 27 tooth on it with the 30 tooth spur gear, and technically the Xmaxx will be doing about 65 miles an hour, but unnecessary. You're just causing problems. Go lower, mate. Summer coming and the cars get warmer. This is true. Hi, Robbie, Mr. Hobby. Robbie is Mr. Hobby. So go lower. You reckon go, what, 2054? 2054 and see how that goes. Well, I suppose it'll be whatever fits. Because with this new motor mount that's on it, I don't know how much range I've got. Kick them bodies out of the way. Right, should we get her up? Should we get her up? There she is. They're a little bit bigger than the Maxx, aren't they? You can't see over it. You can't see what's going on. If we plonk it here, I think the wheels are going to have to come off it. Definitely going to have to come off it. Robbie, funny Alan, what makes you say that? Hope you and your family are well. My guess, Robbie, is he's going to call you Mr. Hobby because you have got a very nice collection of cars now. And you are, with your Pokemon theme, you are collecting them all, aren't you? You've got to catch them all. You have got to catch them all. Right, let's get the wheels off this because I can't see what's going on. I'm like hiding behind it. And I think if I take the wheels off it for a start, I'll be able to see more of what's going on. And it's not so massive and awkward to move around. So we'll take these off. Oh, the camera's doing its wobble thing again. Why is it doing that? It's the gimbal going nuts. Is it because I'm shaking it? That's one wheel off. Oop. Put that back up there. Has it settled down now or is it still shaking? Oh no, it has settled, hasn't it now? That's good. I've tried, mate, my dream team. Yeah, absolutely. You have definitely got the dream team of cars there. There ain't nothing else, is there? You have now got the ultimate collection. People would love to have them. And they're all just awesome. I do really like the Maxx Slash. I do like that. And I do like your XRT, to be fair. I think maybe one day I do want an XRT as well as the Xmaxx. And then when me and Lenny go out, we'll have an Xmaxx and an XRT to rip around with. And then we've got our Maxxes for ridiculous air and big stunts. And these will just do smaller jumps. I say that, but they won't do smaller jumps. You know what I'm like. I can't help myself. It will get sent. I can't help it. I go out, see a ramp, it has to have it at full speed. Come on. God, why do they have to be so tight on the splines? They don't want them to come off, do they? Now wiggle it off. Wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. Come on. Come on. There we go, it's off. I'm winning. I'll chuck it down there. I am winning. Put that back on. The Maxx Slash is my best one yet, mate. Yeah, you should be proud of that. It's very nice. Matt Hurst, are you planning on going to Bashfest or any other events this year? Bashfest. First of all, hello Matt. Thank you for joining. Bashfest, was that the one that somebody was talking about that the other day and then came back and told me it was in Texas? If it's in Texas, it's a little bit far away because we're in the UK. But as for going to events, yes, we do. We host little events that are open to the public and anyone that wants to come down. Robbie, who's in the chat now there, he hosts some down in South Wales. And we have a good turnout for them most of the time. They're nice to go to. And I host some as well with the club that I'm local to at what we call the Miners Circuit, which is private land. It's old mining area. And there's a circuit set out sort of in the Welsh wilderness. It's amazing up there. It is great for this sort of thing. We've got a couple of little ramps up there. There's good areas for crawling. Oh, Bashfest is in Northampton. Oh, is it? I don't know. Do I go to Bashfest? Yeah, maybe. What's catchy on this? Oh, was it because it was touching the wall? Yeah, I think it might have been. Right, Northampton. Possibly then. Possibly, if it's in Northampton. I've missed some comments, I think. Robbie, no, there's a Bashfest in the UK, Craig. I've been looking at going this year. Matt, end of May bank holiday and August bank holiday. And there is Fam Jam in Surrey, beginning of August. All right. Yeah, Fam Jam I've heard of. Yeah. Do we go? I might do. I might do if I can get myself organised and sorted out. I might come down. Are they like camping weekends? Can you go and camp? Food, fire, beer, RC cars. Because, yeah, I'm up for that sort of weekend. I like that. Definitely. Tiana, can I go to Bashfest with you? Nah. Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't know what it is, if it's like camping or whatever else. Bashfest is, yeah. Catering van and a mobile bar. Yes. Yes. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I'd be up for that. I'll come and join in. I'm sure my wife will let me go. She'll have no interest in coming. Normally when I go to overnight sort of camp spots where I do camping, I take all the seats out the back of my car, so it's just like a van, and I chuck in a mattress and I sleep in the car. I basically turn it into a very small camper van, and it works great. I can just fit, lay out full length, head to toe, and close the boot. Awesome. It beats sleeping on the floor, and it means I don't have to set up a tent. So that is all good by me. Yeah, I'll have to look into that, definitely. Are you going? Are you going to that, Matt? Are you going to Bashfest or Fam Jam? Have you ever been before? Is it any good? I mean, I'm sure it's good. If there's loads of people going there with RC cars, it's going to be good, isn't it? It is going to be good. Right, where's my tool for taking this apart? Before anyone points at me and says, you're the tool. Yes, I know. There it is. There's the one I'm after. I'm the tool that's taking it apart. Let's get into this. Robbie, I've got to be careful with dates this year as I'm doing Rosser. Yes, you are doing Rosser. You are indeed, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing everything with that car, testing the lot. I want to see it test, I want to see it run, and I want you to do really well and hit some amazing speeds. Tiana, can I go to Fam Jam with you then? Yeah, if I go to Fam Jam, definitely, because I've seen what sort of thing Fam Jam is. And that is something that I would take you along to. But I don't know, if Bashfest is just portable toilets and a bar, it's probably not your scene. But I know Fam Jam, there's a lot of other stuff to do. Get them out. Oh, come on. Where's the magnet? Here's a magnet. I'll stick that on there. Get this out. I've got non-magnetic screws. Surely they're magnetic. Not a lot. Right, I'll come back to that. Let's get that out. Matt, I've not been to Fam Jam, but Bashfest has been going almost a decade. Went last year and I'm going again in May and August. Nice. Is Bashfest the sort of 1/5 scale? More of the big two-strokers? Because I'm sure there's an event that is mainly them. Mostly, yes. Right, yeah. Now I have seen that event, yeah. And are they all right? I mean, I'm guessing it's okay to bring Xmaxxes and smaller stuff that's not two-stroke. Or I need to pull my finger out and I'll buy a two-stroke to come to that. Because I do want one. I do want one. Let's turn that around. Let's take them out. Mostly, yes. They have a crawler area and a suicide ramp. Now you're talking. A suicide ramp. I like the sound of that. I'll have to stock up on parts to come there. Definitely. And is it like Fam Jam? Do they have stalls there that stock a few parts? Or is it just bring what you've got sort of thing? Which is fine, I generally know what I'm going to break. I can just bring spares. I'll bring a whole spare maxx just in case. Yeah, I wonder if I could convince Mrs. Crash and Bash that it's a good idea to go camping at an RC weekend. Somehow, I don't think she'll be up for it, but she'll let me go. She's good. She's a good wife. She'll just be like, yeah, whatever, just go. Just go. Matt, and yes, I've run the Nitro ST there, and also people run other stuff, but mainly 5th scale. Cool. Well, as long as they'd let the Xmaxx run, I'd happily bring that. I know these aren't 5th scale. People say they are, but they're not quite 5th scale, are they? They're big, but it's not a 5th scale car, the Xmaxx. But I definitely would want one. So they usually have a few stalls like Taylor RC or RC models, but they have become less over the years. Oh, that's a shame, but I suppose people go there prepared, don't they? They take what they need or what they think they might need. And it doesn't have to be bought there then. Slowly getting all these screws out. It'll be time to slide the back end of this off in a minute. And then we'll have a look at what gearing options I've got. I should get one of yous actually to do some maths for me. If you can do, what was I running in this before? 2150. So what is 50 divided by 21? What is that? Oh, I forgot there's a bash bar on this as well. I always forget about that. More screws. Let's get them out. Yeah, if someone can do 50 divided by 21, and let me know what that is. Might be like 2.7 something or... These out. Oh, that one was tight. That one was tight, but we got it. We have got it out. Any more? Yes, there's always more. There's a lot of screws that hold these things together. And my ghetto skid plate seems to be holding up well. It's got half of the front bumper around the front of it, but it's a good bit of metal, that. Made from an old handsaw. Took some time and effort to get that bend on the front. The first one I tried, as I bent it, it snapped. So I had to go and cut another one, file it all to shape and make it the right size and shape. And then I heated it up on the gas hob upstairs till it was glowing red. And then pinched it in a vise, tapped it with a block of wood till it moved a little bit, then went back, heated it. It took me, what, 4 or 5 times of heating it and taking it back to a vise. But I got the bend just how I wanted it. And hopefully, yeah, you can hardly see it, but it'll make a big difference, especially in the areas that I run this, because they're quite abrasive and hard, the areas that I run this. Gravel and concrete, tarmac. And it's just like sandpaper on the front of a plastic skid plate. It just doesn't last very long. And it, as I say, good metal that is. Handsaw, stainless steel. Right, there we go. Back end of an Xmaxx off. Let's put this down, out the way. God, they're light, these, when they're in half and all the motor's out. It's much better than that 800 kV one though that I had. This TP motor, I'm hoping it's going to do me good and not cause me many more problems. Because if you've followed the channel and followed what goes on with this, I've not had the best of luck with this Xmaxx. I've had to do a lot of work to it to get it how I want it. But that's always the way when you get something second hand in a trade. There we go. So I think we're all decided, aren't we, that I'm definitely going to go with the 20 tooth. I may as well, because I've got options. Oh, does it fit? Should do. 8mm hole. It's just because the grub screws in. Yeah, we'll take it all the way out and put it there. And then we will offer that on. Yes, it does fit. Fits lovely. But have I got the adjustment? Because when this goes down, the back end of this will hit the chassis. So I can't have it all the way down. I think that is the lowest it can go. So I may have to go with the bigger spur gear. I don't know. I don't know. Shall I put the middle one on? We'll go for the middle one. Yeah. Go for the middle size. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get this to work. Maybe. I mean, I might. What are the chances of cutting that bit of the chassis? Because I know that when it goes in, that bit of the chassis, oh yeah, I could just cut that out if I have to. It's a bit butcher-like, but I could cut it. Could cut in there and work that in. We will see. We will see. Let's get that out and we'll change it for something. Because roughly about there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use a slightly bigger spur gear on that. Let's take these out. Pull that one out. Oh, it's nice and quiet in here today. Lad, you never know with these lives. Sometimes really busy, loads of chat. Other times, nice and quiet. But I'm down here doing the work anyway, so it may as well go on. There we go. Where did that bit go? I dropped it somewhere. But where? Where did I drop it? Because it fell out and went down. It's not far past 420. Is that the code? Is that the code 420, is it? I'm all up for that, mate. You crack on. As long as we're all sharing, then I am good. I had... Nope, that's another spur gear. And that is... Oh, there's another pinion in there. That's a 5mm shaft, that one. I don't know where it fell. I'm hoping it didn't land in that drawer at the bottom. Take me ages to find that. It'll take me ages. Just kicking back with a cup of Rosie Lee, watching you working. That's a good idea, actually. I'll pour myself a brew, but this one's gone cold, so I'm just going to go and put this one in the sink. And I'll pour myself another one out of there. I've got a sink in here. I'll pour that in there. I did do a little garage tour the other day. I can't remember if you were in. So you may know or may not know that there's a utility room back there. So I've got sinks and stuff. Yeah, let's pour a cup of tea. One that I prepared earlier. Nice. Nice. Stole the wife's cup to come down here with tea. That's good. That is good. Right, let's, for now, put that down here. And we'll take this apart. Change spur gears. Work out which one's going to be best. Because I think, just for the sizing, yeah, I might have to go with a 54. So I think Robbie may have been right. Gear it low and work my way up. It's probably a safer thing to do, isn't it? Rather than gearing it too high and cooking the motor. Because I definitely don't want to cook that TP motor. I've not had good luck with motors yet. Just gear it low. Gear it low. But again, me being me, nothing's simple, is it? They're not just screwed in. Oh no, I won't just put screws in and let it be. Because it's metal and they kept backing out, even with Loctite, I've put nuts on the back end of it. So they're like nut and bolted through. I mean, they never come out. Never causes me a problem, so... It works. It does the job. Let's take the nuts off. There's one. And there's number two. And there's number three. Suppose, actually, yeah, if I put the bigger spur gear on it, if I put that 54 on with my 20-tooth pinion, and it is a bit slow, it's easy enough to change the pinion without taking the whole truck apart. And then I can just gear it up as high as I like them. Gear it up until there's fire and then go back down 2 teeth. That'd be the way. There we go. Take that off. So that's that. And that one. And that one. Alright, we're 5 o'clock now, so my wife will just be finishing work. I wonder if she'll try and phone me, or she'll realise that I'm on live and jump on and say hello here. If she jumps on, we all have to say hello to Mrs. Crash and Bash. And tell her that she has to come to Bash Fest or Fam Jam. Because she definitely won't want to come. Right, I just need to push that in. It's nearly in, but not quite. Let's get the little persuader out. We'll do it with the rubber end. I'll try and be nice. There we go. Beautiful. The persuader. Does want to go on a little bit more, but I think it'll squeeze on when I nut and bolt it up. So we'll put that there. Wind that in. Well, tomorrow I was supposed to be going out with Mark from Mark's RC, another good friend, but the weather looks rubbish. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm probably pretty sure it's not going to happen. Because we do run the trucks in the wet, we're not bothered about that. But it's just not nice for us to stand outside when it's freezing cold and dead windy. Matt, got a chip and be a taxi for a mate. Catch you on the next one, mate. Nice one, dude. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for staying. Yeah, you go off, mate, and you'll see us again soon. Hopefully there'll be a video coming with the Xmaxx taking a kick in and not bursting into flames. Yeah, you take care, mate. Thank you. Get these in. Who have we got left in? We're all having a chilled time. See ya. Bye, mate. Bye-bye. Watching me wrenching on a spur gear. And then when it's done, do I attempt to backflip off the Welsh dresser again? That's what I did before. Indoor backflips. There she is, Mrs. Crash and Bash. On her way home. How was your day, love? Busy? Did you have more than 5 customers? There it is. Losing things that are right in front of me. don't we? See, the belly saved it then. If I was skinny, that would have been on the floor. Because I've got a bit of a gut, I saved it. Saved. Right. I'm never convinced that these are on properly, but they are. Never causes me an issue, so it must be on. Let's plonk that back on, and that back on there. Done. Lovely. Right, now what I need to do is look for the little end that I dropped, which I think is down here somewhere. It can only be here. I don't even know if you can still see me. As I hunt for things on the floor, you might be able to. You might be able to a little bit. Do I bother putting it back in? I did have another one. Gone, it has vanished. It's gone into the ether. Let's get a light on it, shall we? Get a light on the situation. I might be able to see something. There it is. See, the light helped. Always good. Let's have a sip of my tea. Okay, let's get the back end back up. Back on here. And that's going to all go back in. I need a catch tray. I keep dropping stuff. Like a bloody child. Can't be trusted with nothing. So let's get that there. Get that bearing to sit where it wants to sit. Like that. There we go. Happy. Can that go low enough without causing any issues? Oof, I don't know. I don't know, you know, I could be in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, I'm not convinced that this is going to be okay. Because I think that bottom end of the motor is going to foul in the chassis. Do I really want to cut bits out the chassis? Maybe. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Yeah, because as that sits down, like that, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, probably not. The mesh there feels about right. The motor is pretty much all the way down. Now, I haven't got haven't got a bigger pinion than a 20 with the 8mm bore. And that's going to hit the corner of the chassis. But I have got a 16 tooth mod 1.5 coming. So maybe I'll wait, because that might come tomorrow or Monday. And then I can go 1635 on the mod 1.5. Because yeah, the mesh there is fine. I could live with that mesh. And the motor is supported there, but when you put that into the chassis, yeah, it sits under that. That goes underneath. Goes underneath that ridge in there, which means the motor, for it to clear the back bit of the chassis there, has to be up slightly off that. And it isn't. So what to do? Because that's definitely the biggest spur gear, isn't it? Yes. That's the biggest spur gear that I've got. So I might end it there, wait until tomorrow or Monday, and then I can put it all back together. Unless, of course, Mark wants to go out tomorrow, and then I'll chuck the mod 1.5 back on this that was on it and just go run anyway. Because I definitely haven't got a bigger, not got a bigger pinion than that. Yeah, I've got that 20 mod 1.5. I've got a 24. I've got a brand new 27. I've got bigger mod 1 gears, but they're 5mm shaft, not 8mm. Yeah, that's annoying. That is annoying. Right. It's decision time. What am I going to do? I think I will end it there and see what arrives in the post tomorrow. Because I ain't going out playing tonight. It's dark out there, look. So I think that might do. There's nothing else I can do. Don't think. I mean, I could take the toy grade one apart. I've got things to do on that. But I don't think I'll bother. Not today. I shall go and sit myself down, I think. And call it a day on that. Otherwise, I'm going to put all this in and I'm going to cut the chassis. I know what I'm like. I'll be like, well, it doesn't fit. I may as well get the grinder out and get the tools out and I'll start cutting. It won't be ideal. And I might do all that and then tomorrow a 16 tooth will turn up that I could have had on there. It's an easy enough job to do now while it's like this. So yes, I think that's my decision. I'm going to call it. I thank you all for joining in. If you've watched this again, not on the live, and you've watched a replay of it, fair play. And you will catch me again in another video or another short. Make sure you subscribe and all the good stuff. Thank you. Ta-ra.